Is your racket tuned to your game? String tension is simply the amount of weight applied to the strings of a tennis racket. The more weight you add, the higher the tension, and the less weight, the lower the tension. Tension is measured in pounds or in kilos, depending on where you are in the world. Most players use a tension of between 18 and 28 kilos. Some pro players push their tensions to the extreme, playing with ultra-low 11.5 kilos. Others put their strength to the test with tensions closer to 30 kilos. Now that's tight. So why does tension matter? The real question is, are you looking for power or control? The lower the tension, the greater power. The strings will have more give, so the ball will sink deeper into the string bed and spring back without you having to generate as much power. The trade-off, however, since the ball stays on the strings longer, it will be harder for you to control. All right, we're gonna give this tension a try. This is 11.5. Oh. Yeah, this definitely feels like a trampoline. Oh my God, barely touched the ball. It just flies. Conversely, higher tensions will provide more control. The strings are stiffer, creating less movement and spring, meaning less power. You will have to generate your own power, but as the ball spends less time on the strings, this will help with control. We're going to be looking at the other extreme. This is the 30 kilo one. Let's see how that goes. This one definitely feels like staying in my racket a lot more. It's going to allow me to feel like I can just rip the ball, and it's not going to go out as much. Playing conditions can affect string tension. Hot conditions decrease the tension faster. If you leave your racket in a tennis bag without thermal insulation in the sun, you will lose tension. The cold actually maintains tension. Pro players usually have rackets strung at different tensions in their bags. String tension naturally decreases over time, so make sure you restring regularly. To work out the right string tension for you, we need to look at your game. If you're a player that plays with a lot of spin, then you're going to create a lot of your own control on the ball. So it might be a good idea for you to use a lower tension to gain more power. If you play very flat, however, you might want to go for a higher tension to keep some control over the ball. But the key is, string tensions is a personal preference. You need to adjust it to what feels best for you. There are a few mistakes that players make when choosing their string tension. Don't copy other players' setup. This is your journey. Don't overthink it. Try a couple different tensions and see what feels right for you. And finally, don't change mid-season or just before a competitive game. Strings are a personal preference. It's up to you to define your setup. Remember, the lower the string tension, the more power you get, but the less control on the ball. And the higher string tension, the more control, but the less power over the ball. A coach or a stringer can really help you find the optimum balance between power and control. The golden rule is to go as low as you possibly can without losing control. This means you will have the optimum power while maintaining control over the ball.